What's going on, guys? In this video, I've got one that I'm actually quite excited to talk to you about. Not that many people have done any content on this one. It's kind of very much under the radar from one of my favorite car companies. I mean, I used to work for the brand. I used to be a salesman for Mercedes-Benz, but we are talking about Mercedes-Benz sign here today. I've had this one for a little while. I've spent quite a bit of time with this one. This one just keeps getting better. I really like this one, and I've got a lot to discuss with you guys, so stay tuned. In regards to this scent, let me give you the simple way to explain it first, then we'll go into what I smell as far as notes. If you like Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male, you'll like this. If you like Spice Bomb's Night Vision, you'll like this. Because I've said it before in weekly rotation videos and other times that I've featured this, that it's like predominantly Ultra Male with some Spice Bomb Night Vision sprinkled in. That's what it reminds me of most. Not a dead ringer for either one, but definitely borrows elements heavily from both of them. More so Ultra Male from Jean-Paul Gaultier, because when you first spray this one, I'm trying to think. I have fragrances all over me right now. An Average Patch here, Cabana Boy there, MIB here. I'm wearing Invictus Platinum. I got fragrances all over me right now, but oh man, there it is. You're gonna get hit with a blast of cardamom and pink pepper. Beautiful spices, sweet, and it's a little ozonic. There's a watery, fresh feel without really being watery, but that ozonic freshness because there's some violet leaf in this top note. And it's present, but it doesn't become just a generic violet leaf fragrance, because when you hear violet leaf, you're probably thinking, oh God, another violet leaf fragrance. Because violet leaf kind of really ties a similar scent profile together in a lot of fragrances. Here, it actually helps support it and brings a level of freshness to something that would be too sweet and too spicy without it, in my opinion, because you do have a lot of lavender here, and you have a minty tone that adds to that freshness from some geranium. This is a beautiful fragrance. The sweetness is supplied by some tonka bean. It's got a little bit of a powdery touch, but not much as far as being a powdery fragrance by any means. It's lovely, and the spices stay for a really long time. The orange blossom is present here, but doesn't take over the fragrance. The patchouli adds a creaminess. There's a little bit of a woody feel, but really not that much. It's more so about this ozonic tone with the sweet spice. That's what ties it so closely in relation to Ultra Male, in my opinion. You get that sweet spice. Instead of having cinnamon and stuff like that, it's pink pepper and cardamom, which actually I think there might be some cardamom in Ultra Male. I don't remember, but I know there is cinnamon for sure. And it has, I think, the way the violet leaf and geranium play a part with the pink pepper and the cardamom, that's where I get that slight tie-in to Spice Bomb Night Vision. And I mean Spice Bomb Night Vision, the Eau de Toilette, not the Eau de Parfum, because the Eau de Parfum has a nice nutty, creamy richness to it, because it's got pistachio and nutty notes in it that really adds this creaminess. Almost like, think the creaminess of a cashew. For example, when you're eating cashews, how it kind of develops that creamy texture as you're chewing, that's more so Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum when I refer to the nutty note, nuttiness, creamy tone that one has. The EDT does not have that. That has kind of a tie to slight sweet aquatic Invictus opening with a nice spiced dry down that's a little sweet spice, and that's the relation that I get. That part of Spice Bomb Night Vision EDT is what I get here in this fragrance from Mercedes-Benz Sign. Nobody's talking about this one. This is just criminally underspoken about. It gets no spotlight. It's in, I forgot exactly what I paid for it. I bought it from Fragrance Net in my last Fragrance Net haul, or second to last Fragrance Net haul, something like that. And I've really been enjoying this one. I've worn this one to dinner. I've worn this during the day casually. I've worn this one lounging around out the shower. I've done several test sprays. It's just a joy to wear. It doesn't come across very chemically synthetic. Synthetic, sure, but it's, I guess, It has a little bit of a luxurious feel to it for being a sweet and spicy fragrance. I know that is a little contradictory in some ways because sweet and spicy is typically a little bit more playful or a little bit more, alluring for the evenings. Whereas I feel like this works well daytime cooler situations, nighttime, anytime. Any season in the night, this will work, not just for dinners. This is a very attractive fragrance. The advertising will make you think it's more of a business professionals type of scent profile. No, that's just the brand not understanding how to market this scent profile, in my opinion, because this is definitely a younger man's scent profile, like an ultra male, for example, like a Spice Bomb Night Vision Eau de Toilette. This doesn't have the suit and tie appeal, even though the marketing does show that. This is more nightlife. The casual nightlife is how I would describe this scent profile. I think it's very well composed. Like I said, it reminds me of those fragrances. That's why it's easy to sit there and say that's what they're similar to. So if you like stuff like that, you're going to like this more than likely. Now let's discuss this performance. So it's not a mind-blowing beast, but it's definitely not a weak fragrance. It's been falling in the 6 to 8 hour range, kind of sneaky performance, more so in that 7-8 hour range in longevity, which I think does well for this scent profile. It doesn't really need to be crazy strong, but it's definitely on the stronger side. The projection, same thing. First 2 hours, arm's length, maybe a little bit better. It definitely reaches out and grabs. My wife, I can tell you firsthand, really loves the way this one smells because she really likes Spice Bomb Night Vision on me, and she likes Ultra Male, so I assume she would like this one, and she indeed does like this one. This is one that's worth trying. I know you can get samples online. This is an active new DNA, new line for Mercedes-Benz, so I'm sure they'll be flankering from this like they did with all their other lines. And then the sillage here is more on that moderate to mild side, where it has a nice little trail going. I can tell you I have gotten one random compliment, just one, outside of my wife, when we did go out to dinner from the hostess. It was, it's always nice when somebody tells you you smell good. And so the sillage, like I said, falls into that moderate to mild side, so it's above average across the board. It's not a beast, it's not run-of-the-mill and average, and it's not weak. It's above average. Like I said, 6 to 8 hour range is what I've been getting, so I feel comfortable telling you that's what you should expect from it. Obviously, your skin chemistry is going to dictate that. Could be less, could be more, could be the same. It's a case-by-case basis kind of thing. And the projection, like I said, more than arm's reach, maybe, at best, but probably a few feet out to about the 2 hour mark, roughly, until it starts to sit a bit closer to the skin, where it's on the moderate to mild side, where you get, nice little hits of it throughout the lifespan of it on your skin. It'll remind you it's there, and it's a lovely aroma when it does hit you, especially when it's been an hour or so since you've got a random whiff and you turn a certain way and you get the nice little hit of the aroma. The performance matches this scent profile perfectly, in my opinion. Final thoughts on Mercedes-Benz Sign. I'm loving this one. I think this is great. This is a great fragrance that the first time I smelled it, I was like, okay, this is good. This is good, for sure. And then that first wearing came around, I'm like, wow, this is really good. And then the next time around, I was like, okay, I really like this one. And I just kept finding myself finding uses for it besides just going to dinner, just to wear it randomly, because I really like the scent profile so much. This one for me is easily an 8 out of 10 fragrance. I think it's great. I think more people need to try this one. If you can get a sample, get a sample. The only complaint I have is this gimmicky ass button. Think of the Amen line. How you got to push in that right spot to really get a full atomization, a full spray. Because let me show you, I'm right by the end. If I was to press on the side, it kind of sprays, weird click. Just went all over my arm. But you kind of, if you can 2 or 3 finger it and kind of spread it out, it sprays really good. But you kind of gotta, it's not completely a sweet spot, it's more of a balanced pressure is really the way to go. If you're too much to one side or the other, you're not gonna get the full atomization. Whereas if you kind of have your fingers spread out a little bit more and balance the pressure, you'll be in good shape. That's my only real complaint. And it's more of a tedious, nitpicky type of complaint than anything else. So, like I said, get your nose on this one, guys. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Mercedes-Benz sign. Nice little gem that I happened to stumble upon. I just randomly took a shot on, and I'm absolutely loving. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this before? What do you think about it? Do you like it as much as I do? Do you not understand why I like it this much, and it underwhelmed you, and you just thought it was a pass for you? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Mercedes-Benz sign and you give it a spray now, pretty confident you'll thank me later on this one. Have a good one, guys.